Hey everyone, hope you are all doing great. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a very important topic, which is optimizing a database. So we have a demo site here, and I'm going to go into the database. I'm in the local by Flywheel, and this is a local install. So I'm going to open adminer. You would have similar software called PHP admin, PHP my admin. And so see, in this database I have 114 tables, and if I have to show you, so what happens is when you install a plugin, that plugin may add a table to your database, and then when you deactivate that plugin and eventually uninstall that plugin, ideally the table should be deleted from your database, but sometimes for some reasons the plugin does not delete those tables when you uninstall the plugin, and this happens with many plugins. Now sometimes this is a good thing, sometimes this is a bad thing. For example, if you install WooCommerce and then for some reason you deactivate the WooCommerce, you uninstall it for some testing purpose or any other reason, and if you reinstall WooCommerce at a later point, then you would expect the data to live in your database so that your WordPress site can function the same way as it was functioning earlier. So your orders, your products, all of those data should be there even when you uninstall the WooCommerce plugin. And this is exactly what happens when you uninstall WooCommerce. But there are some plugins that you may not need. Or for example, you have a store, you have WooCommerce, you have those tables there, but at some later point you decide that you are not going to run that store, so you just have a simple website and you have deleted, you have uninstalled the WooCommerce plugin, and in that case you would want that all your tables should also be deleted, but sometimes it doesn't happen automatically. And then if this thing happens, if you just install some random plugins for testing on a live website or on a staging website, your number of tables may increase to hundreds and thousands even. And so this could become a problem because your database is getting bloated and your website will perform poorly. Now, what can you do with this? You can find the tables that are not used by your plugins. So you can find the orphaned or leftover tables, and then you can delete those manually. How would you do that? You go to your database and then you check those tables one by one. So for example, check this table WP_action scheduler_actions, and if you just do some Google search, you'll find that this table is coming from WooCommerce. And I know, because I built this website, I know that we are not using WooCommerce on this website. So if we log into the WP admin, you will see that we are not using WooCommerce on this website. So I'm going to log in. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, give me a sec. Just give me a sec to find the password. Okay. All right, I'm logged into the dashboard, and if we go to the plugins section, not now, If we go to the plugin section, you will see that we are not using, you see, we have Advanced Custom Fields Pro, Advanced Scripts, all-in-one migration, but we do not have WooCommerce anywhere. But if you go to the database, you'll find these 4 tables that are coming from WooCommerce. And I also know that there are some other tables which are coming from WooCommerce, which are these, WP_WooCommerce. So these are the tables that are coming from WooCommerce, and I know that we are not using this WooCommerce anymore. So we can safely remove those tables, and all you need to do is just select those tables and click on drop, and it does an SQL it drops the table, it deletes the table basically. So it basically generates a command, gives a command that says drop table, and it selects those tables. Okay, cool. Now there's this WP cart 66, which we are also not using because this is from a deprecated plugin. And how do I know this? I know this by doing some Google search, because this plugin, this database table was from a previous plugin that I haven't installed on this site, and I know that there is no cart 66 here. There is no cart 66 plugin installed. So what I did is I did some research, I did some Google search, and I found cart 66. And so this is a deprecated plugin which is called WP Easy Cart currently, but we're not using any of that. So there's this 18 tables that we can get rid of, and we'll just click drop table, and then we'll remove those tables as well. Now this 2 table, WP comment meta and WP comments, these 2 tables are coming from WordPress core, so we'll not touch these. This 10 tables are from Gravity Forms. GF stands for Gravity Forms, so we'll keep it because we are using Gravity Forms in some of their add-ons. The next is WP links. It comes from core, WP Lightspeed URL file. It comes from the caching plugin Lightspeed that we are using. We'll keep it for now, but if you're not using any of those, you should probably delete those. Then WP options, we should be keeping this. It's from the core. And then this WP_PMXI, this is probably from the all import plugin, WP all import plugin. And just give me a second. Yes, this is from the WP_PMXI. This is from the all import plugin, WP all import, and you can do it. You can just do some Google search, like WP_PMXI, and you can type any of the tables, and you'll find that this is coming from WP all import. And as I can see that I do not have WP all import here, maybe it was done some time back, but we are not using it anymore, so we can safely remove these tables. And then we drop the number of tables to 78, and then let's do some more. This WP_WF bad leechers, and anything that starts with WP_WF, these are the tables that are added by WordFence plugin, and it's very likely that you have these tables because sometimes WordFence, Kismet, and these kind of plugins get installed by your host, and if you're not using, sometimes you delete them from your admin panel, WordPress admin, but you still have those in your database. So you can select these 25 tables and then just drop them. And make sure one thing, I'm doing it on a local install, and I've already made a copy of the website before I'm even touching the database. So this is a disclaimer that you do it at your own risk, because working in the database is risky. If by mistake you delete one table, there is no way you can recover it if you do not have a backup. So ideally in tech, you should have a backup of a backup of a backup. So please make sure you have a backup of the entire database before you do anything like that. Now, moving to this WPGB, this stands for WP Grid Builder. This is a plugin for the Oxygen ecosystem, and I know this plugin, and we're not using this plugin on this website. This website was actually a clone of another website, and then we made some changes to the website, so there is some leftovers from some other plugins, so we can safely remove these. All right. And then these are Yoast SEO, and I will show you one thing. These 6 tables, these 6 tables are from WP Yoast, as you can see here. And as you can see here, we do not have Yoast SEO activated because we are using SEO Press for this website. So what we have done is we have copied the data from Yoast SEO and migrated it into SEO Press. But there are a lot of tables from Yoast SEO which we can safely delete, because we have a WP SEO Press table here which we will keep. So we will delete these 6 tables. Next, there are these 3 tables, WP underscore WP WSAL. I think these are from user activity login plugin. So let's do some quick search, WP underscore WSAL, and this is from WP activity log plugin. And because we are not using this activity log plugin, this is another activity log plugin, this is something different, but we do not have this plugin installed currently. So we can safely remove these tables. And now these are WP Mail SMTP, which probably is coming from another plugin. And so we can drop this table, but I'm not sure this will affect the submission of the forms and mail functioning. So probably we should keep this for now. And then we have WP UALP user activity, which is the user activity plugin. We have we have uninstalled that plugin, so we can remove this table. And then this is from ACF, which I think we should keep, but you can test it by removing this plugin, this table. And then you have this WP underscore RG underscore form and some other tables starting with WP underscore RG. And these tables are deprecated tables from Gravity Forms. How do I know that? If you just do some Google search, you'll see that these are deprecated Gravity Forms database tables, and they have some nice documentation about their database tables. So you'll see that these are the database tables which are deprecated from version 2.3. So you can safely remove those, but make sure that you do not have any add-ons or third-party plugins that are using these tables. But since 2.3 probably was in 2018, 2019, and it's 2022, so probably in 3 years most of the plugins have updated themselves. So I think you should be pretty good removing these tables, but you should test this. And that's why you should have a backup. If anything goes south, you can reinstall those tables from the backup. Now, I think that's it. We could remove some other tables as well. For example, this one, you can test it, and then we can also remove these light speed because we may not need these if we are on a real hosting plan. So probably we'll be using WP Rocket or something like that. And then we probably don't need these two. And then this is from WP File Manager, which is a backup, so probably we should remove these as well. I'm going to remove these. And then you see that we started from 114 tables, and we deleted some of the tables, and we are now at 23 tables, which is great because out of these 23 tables, WordPress core has 12 tables. So when you install WordPress, you'll have 12 tables. And what are those 12 tables? You have these 12 tables: WP Common Meta, WP Comments, WP Links, WP Options, Post Meta, Posts, Term Relationships, Term Taxonomy, Term Meta, Terms, User Meta, and Users. These 12 tables, these are from Core WordPress. This is from SEO Press. These 10 are from Gravity Forms. So in an ideal situation, you should have very less tables if you use the plugins properly. So that's how you can reduce your database size from 114 tables to 12 tables. And this may not have a very significant impact on your performance, but eventually this is a good practice because you are not having leftover and orphaned table data in your database. So that's a good thing to do. I hope this video is helpful for you, and just keep in mind that this is a very risky thing to work on in database. It could break your website. So please have backup, and let me know in the comments if you learned something new today. And thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye-bye.